Daniels. I'm a naturalist with the Elkhart County Parks, and I am here to introduce our next letter in our Nature A to Z series, letter V. V for Virginia creeper. Virginia creeper is a native woody vine that can grow up to 40 feet long. It can either grow as like a ground cover, kind of spreading across the ground, or up a tree like you see right here. And it does this in a very interesting way. It has tendrils with adhesive tips to stick to surfaces like bark, rock, fences, walls, and more. And unlike some of the other decorative ivies that you see, like trumpet vine or English ivy, Virginia creeper doesn't send out penetrating rootlets, which can cause physical damage. Instead, it simply sticks to the surface. Now, you might wonder, how do you tell Virginia creeper, this vine, from some of the other vines that you might find right here in the same woods or your backyard or your neighborhood? This is the absolute perfect time of the year to do that. As you'll see in these photos, it changes to a bright red color this time of year. You can either look up at the trees and see what looks like a bright red tree trunk, or look down at the ground to find the bright red leaves that have fallen from this deciduous plant. And it will most likely be Virginia creeper that you see. Now, to confirm this, let's take a little bit closer look. Its leaves with 5 leaflets, occasionally 3 or 7, radiate from the tip of the petiole or the leaf stem. They are coarsely toothed, which means they have jagged edges. They have a really pointed tip and a tapered base and can be up to 6 inches long. And again, because they are a deciduous vine, their leaves change to brilliant colors and fall to the ground this time of year. Now, be careful though, because it's easy to confuse Virginia creeper with another common ivy or common plant that we find in the woods right now, and that's poison ivy. Here is what poison ivy looks like. If you'll notice, poison ivy also turns beautiful colors in the fall. It is a vine that also adheres to trees or other things, but if you look closely without touching it, you can see if the leaves look different. Poison ivy has 3 leaflets on its leaf, and they do not have jagged or toothed edges like the Virginia creeper. Another thing that you might notice is that Virginia creeper and poison ivy both produce berries, but the berries are very different. Let's take a close look at those too. Poison ivy berries are white with green stems, and Virginia creeper berries are bluish purple with a red stem. Both provide a great food source for birds and other woodland critters, but both are very toxic to people. So that means do not eat them. Now, as many of you know, poison ivy is well known for causing a really painful, itchy rash in some people who are allergic to the oils inside. Virginia creeper does not have that, but it does have a different way to protect itself. Its tissue is full of things called raphides, which are kind of like crystals that are needle shaped, very sharp on both ends. And therefore, when something chews into the leaf, it can cause it to poke them in the mouth and cause really bad irritation. Now, it can also, on people with sensitive skin, it can actually hurt your skin too. So just be real careful and cautious if you are getting close to it, handling it a lot. Make sure just to wear gloves. It is also way less likely that you will be irritated by it than maybe allergic to poison ivy. Now that you know how to identify Virginia creeper in the woods, I invite you to go out. Take a look around your neighborhood, around your yard, around to a local park, like where I'm at right now, and see if you can spot any of this up in the trees or close to the ground. Again, perfect time of year to do that. And remember, this native, beautiful plant is super beneficial to many of the wildlife critters that live here, including insects. So stay tuned to our Facebook and Instagram pages to learn a little bit more about what types of insects rely on the native Virginia creeper. All right, get out there, enjoy your hike, and thanks for watching.